Breaking news that will change everything for millions of Americans. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's historic $3,750 preloaded stimulus check program has just received official approval today. And these aren't ordinary checks that you have to deposit and wait for to clear. These are preloaded debit cards that activate immediately upon receipt, putting cash spending power directly into the hands of every Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipient in America. Imagine walking to your mailbox next week and finding a card that's already loaded with nearly $4,000 that you can use instantly at any store, ATM, or online purchase. Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to have that kind of immediate financial relief without waiting for banks to process deposits or checks to clear? Before we dive into the incredible details of how you'll be receiving your preloaded stimulus card, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now so you don't miss a single update about when these cards will arrive in your specific area and how to activate them for immediate use. Senator Schumer's groundbreaking stimulus program represents the most innovative approach to emergency financial assistance that Congress has ever approved. Combining the speed of prepaid card technology with the security of federal benefit distribution systems, the program officially received final approval this morning after months of intensive negotiations between Senate leadership, the Treasury Department, and major financial service providers who will be handling the card distribution and management infrastructure. This isn't just another stimulus check program, it's a complete reimagining of how emergency financial assistance reaches the Americans who need it most urgently. The preloaded card system eliminates every traditional barrier that has historically delayed stimulus payments to benefit recipients. Recipients won't need bank accounts, won't have to worry about check cashing fees, and won't face the delays associated with traditional banking processes that can take days or weeks to make funds available for actual spending. These cards arrive ready to use, with the full $3,750 immediately accessible through ATM withdrawals, debit card purchases, or online transactions that work exactly like any major credit or debit card. What makes this program particularly revolutionary is its recognition that many Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients face unique challenges in accessing traditional banking services. Many recipients live in areas with limited banking infrastructure, face mobility challenges that make traveling to banks difficult, or have had negative banking experiences that make them reluctant to deal with traditional financial institutions. Have you ever felt frustrated trying to cash a government check at a bank where you don't have an account, only to be charged excessive fees or face suspicious questioning about the legitimacy of your payment? The timing of today's approval addresses a financial crisis that has been building for months among America's most vulnerable populations. Inflation has devastated the purchasing power of fixed benefit payments, and recipients have been forced to make impossible choices between essential needs like medications, food, utilities, and housing costs. The $3,750 amount was specifically calculated to provide approximately 4 months of additional purchasing power to help recipients catch up with the cost increases that have outpaced benefit adjustments throughout the past year. Distribution logistics for these preloaded cards leverage a partnership between the Social Security Administration and the nation's largest prepaid card processor, ensuring that cards can be manufactured, loaded, and mailed to over 50 million recipients within a 6-week timeframe. The cards will be mailed using the same secure distribution system that currently handles Social Security benefit cards and other federal payment instruments, with tracking capabilities that allow recipients to monitor their card's delivery progress through a dedicated website portal. Eligibility for these preloaded stimulus cards encompasses every American currently receiving federal benefits through Social Security retirement, survivor, or disability programs. Social Security recipients qualify automatically regardless of their monthly benefit amount, age, or how long they've been receiving benefits. SSI recipients qualify despite the program's strict asset limitations because these stimulus cards are specifically exempted from SSI resource calculations for the first 12 months after receipt. SSDI recipients qualify based on their disability status without any additional income testing or application requirements. The card activation process has been designed with accessibility in mind, recognizing that many recipients may have limited experience with modern financial technology. Recipients can activate their cards through a simple phone call to a toll-free number, staffed by customer service representatives who are specifically trained to assist benefit recipients. Alternative activation methods include online activation through a simplified website interface and in-person activation assistance available at Social Security offices nationwide for recipients who need additional support. Security features built into these preloaded cards exceed industry standards for prepaid financial instruments and include real-time fraud monitoring, instant transaction alerts, and the ability to instantly freeze cards if they're lost or stolen. Recipients receive full federal protection against unauthorized transactions, meaning they won't be held financially responsible if their cards are used fraudulently. The cards also include photo identification features and PIN protection that make them significantly more secure than traditional paper checks that can be stolen or forged. Spending flexibility allows recipients to use their cards anywhere that accepts major debit cards, including grocery stores, pharmacies, medical offices, online retailers, and ATMs nationwide. Unlike some government benefit cards that restrict purchases to specific categories, these stimulus cards can be used for any legal purchase, giving recipients complete control over how they address their individual financial needs and priorities. Recipients can withdraw cash from ATMs without fees at over 30,000 locations nationwide, ensuring access to physical currency when needed. The economic impact of injecting over $180 billion directly into the spending power of benefit recipients will create immediate stimulus effects throughout communities across America. Research consistently demonstrates that benefit recipients spend stimulus money immediately on necessities, creating a multiplier effect that supports local businesses and employment. When recipients have additional money to spend at grocery stores, pharmacies, medical providers, and service businesses, the economic benefits extend far beyond the individual recipients to strengthen entire local economies. State coordination ensures that these federal stimulus cards won't interfere with existing state benefit programs that recipients may be accessing. State Medicaid programs, food assistance, housing subsidies, and other local benefits will not be affected by the stimulus card funds, and recipients won't face reductions in other assistance due to receiving their federal stimulus cards. This coordination prevents the unintended consequences that have sometimes occurred when new federal programs inadvertently disqualify recipients from state assistance programs. Customer service infrastructure supporting these cards includes multilingual support and extended service hours to accommodate recipients who may need assistance with card usage, balance inquiries, or transaction disputes. The customer service system integrates with existing Social Security Administration support services, allowing representatives to access recipient information and provide comprehensive assistance with both stimulus card issues and regular benefit questions in a single contact. Replacement procedures for lost, stolen, or damaged cards have been streamlined to ensure recipients aren't left without access to their stimulus funds due to circumstances beyond their control. Replacement cards can be expedited within 24 hours for recipients who report emergencies, and temporary access to funds can be provided through emergency cash services while replacement cards are being processed. This rapid replacement system recognizes that recipients depend on these funds for essential needs and cannot afford extended periods without access to their money. The cards include budgeting tools and spending tracking features that help recipients manage their stimulus funds effectively over time. Recipients can check balances, review transaction histories, and set up account alerts through phone systems, online portals, or mobile apps designed specifically for accessibility by older adults and individuals with disabilities. These tools help recipients make informed decisions about their spending and avoid accidentally overdrawing their accounts or running out of funds before they've addressed their most critical needs. Banking partnerships with major financial institutions allow recipients to transfer funds from their stimulus cards to traditional bank accounts if they prefer to manage their money through existing banking relationships. Recipients can also use their cards to pay bills online, set up recurring payments for utilities or other regular expenses, and make purchases through major online retailers that have become essential sources for everything from groceries to medications, especially for recipients with mobility limitations. Future expansions of the preloaded card program are already under consideration based on the success of this initial distribution. Congressional leaders are discussing potential additional funding rounds that would reload existing cards with supplementary amounts. And there's growing support for making preloaded cards a permanent feature of federal benefit distribution systems. The infrastructure being established for this program creates capabilities that could be rapidly activated for future emergency assistance programs. Regional rollout schedules prioritize areas with the highest concentrations of benefit recipients and the most limited banking infrastructure, ensuring that recipients in rural or underserved areas receive their cards as quickly as recipients in major metropolitan areas. Special attention has been given to Native American communities, remote rural areas, and urban neighborhoods that may have limited access to traditional banking services, with coordination through community organizations to ensure successful card delivery and activation. The political significance of today's approval demonstrates unprecedented bipartisan recognition that traditional approaches to stimulus distribution have failed to serve America's most vulnerable populations effectively. The innovative preloaded card approach addresses long-standing criticisms of stimulus programs while providing immediate, practical assistance that recipients can use without bureaucratic obstacles or banking complications that have historically delayed or prevented access to emergency assistance. International attention to this program reflects growing global interest in innovative approaches to social safety net programs and emergency assistance distribution. Other developed nations are studying the preloaded card model as a potential solution to similar challenges in reaching vulnerable populations quickly during economic crises, and the success of this program could influence social policy development worldwide. As millions of Americans prepare to receive these life-changing preloaded stimulus cards, remember that staying informed about benefit programs and emergency assistance can mean the difference between financial crisis and stability. Subscribe to our channel to ensure you never miss updates about programs that put money directly into your hands, and share this information with every benefit recipient you know who deserves to access the immediate financial relief that these innovative stimulus cards will provide.